worm?
Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Hi, Bobats. Hello, Iris and Retrogue and Rabbit Ears Blog. Welcome on in. It's good to see you. Hello, Tibbs. Welcome, welcome. I hope everyone's having a great day today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Welcome, welcome. I got my Christmas antlers on. Anyone here excited for Christmas? I am. I'm hoping to find some time to relax because I have been very busy lately. Um, yeah, I don't know how long today's stream is gonna be because I always have shit to do. I should make sure Snip is working. Should be. Okay. But yeah, your job is giving you one work day next week. I I hope it goes by fast. Work sucks. Work sucks. Yeah, what else do I have to say? Wow. Hello, Dano. Welcome on in, friend. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Especially at UPS. Oh yeah, I can imagine it's crazy right now. Um yeah, today we're gonna play some Simulacra 2. Get back into it. We're finally caught up to where I was before. Um Call me Santa Daddy. Oh god. Matcha Bat Reindeer. Yes. That's me. But yeah, I'm finally caught up in Simulacra to where I was before. My computer ate my save, so we should be getting into some new content. Um, yeah. Yeah. Um, I don't have a whole lot else to say. I don't think. So how about we go to the game scene? A screenshot in Far Cry 6 and it crashed the game. Oof. Yippee! Ryoko, welcome on in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm just gonna pause the music and get the game going. It's not capturing for some reason. There we go. Yeah, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day today. Need it to be like, hold on. Come on, make a noise. Okay, that should be good. Wow, redeem out of stock. It's probably on cooldown. Yeah, it should be good now. I can give you a free one though. Wow. Retro stole it from you. Oof. Yeah, let's get into the game. Why is it like... There we go. Continue. Hehe. Alrighty, what the heck were we doing? I don't remember. We need to confront Rex about his pyramid scheme. Okay. You. Oh, thank you, Iris, for the trigger warning. I forgot. Yeah, make sure to check out the trigger warning for this game. I forgore. This is a spooky game, and it has some spooky things in it. So make sure you read the trigger warning before watching the stream. No worries, Iris. Thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it, friend. But yeah, thank you again for reminding me about the trigger warning, because I forgore. Thank you. Okay. You. I'm surprised that people still fall for this. Hey. That's for paying members only. Delete it now or I'll sue you into oblivion. I think you'll be the one getting sued. Yeah, I forgore. Are you threatening me? Okay. It was a stupid contrived scheme, alright? But come on, people just want the entrepreneur image without doing any of the work. Buff Cowboy Werewolf Dragon, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a good day today. We're just playing some Simulacra too. We just got into it for the day. So I thought I'd give the people what they want, you know? Shrug emoji. Can you see my mouse? No, you can't. That's okay. So you're out for a quick buck. You used to be a part of a pyramid scheme. I'm so sorry. I hate pyramid schemes. They're evil. They just prey on weak people. Well, they prey on people at weak moments. Not necessarily weak people. I worded that wrong, and I'm sorry. Made me super depressed. I'm sorry to hear that, but I hope you're doing a lot better. Okay. Oh. You feel any pity for Alvin? Thank you for the headbats. Thank you, thank you. Oh man, you're typing a lot. Okay. You are very well prepared. I told you. All planned out. And when Maya and I discussed this stupid deal, I told her I don't need some lame-ass spoopy ripple thing. I had no intention of hurting Maya or anyone else, too. Maybe she wasn't useful anymore. I never sell a friend out, alright? You know what that shit feels like. I know what that shit feels like, even. Maya was talking about containing this ripple thing. Should have paid more attention instead of writing her off. Try to remember for her sake. I just noticed these emojis. What does that mean? I'm trying, but it's all a blank. I was more worried about having to start from scratch again if we got our numbers wiped out. Man, this was some bullshit. I knew stuff didn't add up with those two. You think one of them did this? Those girls are all appearances and no substance. Bigger than $3 bills. Probs, that's why they couldn't cope with the hate. You're one to talk. I hate this fucking guy. Yeah, but it takes a hustler to spot good cons. Shut the fuck up. Arya or Mina? Arya. Why would she take the deal? She's all about being glamorous and showing off how in demand she is. Her Chimera feed is so fake because she's insecure as fuck. That deal would help her get the prestige she wants so badly. So what if it is fake? Then don't go preaching about how authentic you are, you know what I mean? And she was getting flack after people found out about the faking. You know, I've seen her just tear down other influencers because they dared to be more popular than her. She will eliminate anything or anyone if they get in her way. Asshole alert, real shit. What about Mina? How the hell did she get so popular after pissing people off with her lies? People were really dragging her out and shit, and then suddenly, right after we get that deal thing, she gets a record deal and more fans? I know, Tibbs, they're all influencers and they're horrible. They're so annoying. What lies? You gotta be kidding me. You know her whole Queen of Pain thing is fake, right? Her fans caught on her goth shtick. That should have ended her career. No way she bounced back from that without some extra help, know what I mean? She's not capable of sacrificing Maya. Man, she always gave me the creeps. Like she's so desperate for attention 24/7. Maya couldn't cope with it. Pretty sure Mina was pissed off with that. You got a point. See? Total creepy serial killer vibes. This was a smoking gun that made her fans turn. She'll spill her guts if you bring it up again. Oh my god. Um. Huh. I'll look into this. Oh. Oh, spooky time. Hello? Hello? I'm not pressing those. Who's it calling? Oh, we're calling Mina.
Sorry.
Hey, girl.
I'm really not up for talking right now. I don't have the space for it. I'm just feeling so torn up as it is.
Brace yourself.
Just feeling so torn up.
I can't understand you. The subtitles are glitching.
Maya?
You tore me up.
No. No, 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 no!
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh fug. Don't like that. Inform Murillo. What do you want?
I never really bought Mina's little poor me act one bit, you know? I think all that gloom and doom is just a cover. Hell, I'm kind of impressed. That's some high-level manipulation. But she can't outsmart a seasoned grifter. I eat suckers like her for breakfast. I'm gonna crack her scam wide open.
Sorry, I'm adjusting the volume a little bit. A daily dose of vitamin nightmare fuel, true. Okay, we gotta talk to this guy.
Here's what I got on Rex. He blows a lot of hot air about being an entrepreneur,
Perfect where it's at.
but the
Cool.
only
Thank you.
business he's ever registered is his motivational company, where he's the only employee. I dug up some posts online saying he's running some sort of scam. Find out more about this.
Yeah. Let's get the bad news over with. The higher-ups know about our investigation. Since I've violated numerous protocol and laws, they're considering misconduct charges against me. Worse, they're threatening to dissolve Dupe and destroy all my research on the simulacra. That's terrible. It's expected. I knew what I was getting myself into. There's a silver lining. They're willing to drop everything if we nail this case. Heh Dupe. Oh, I got a new video. We need the culprit who took the deal and any images or footage proving the existence of the Ripple Man. So where are we on this? Rex could be the one. I'm throwing him under the bus. A pyramid scheme, eh? He must have lost a lot of social currency pulling that stunt. It's pretty fitting for con men to make dodgy deals, too. Can we nab him yet? I appreciate your eagerness, but don't be rash. We need to be absolutely sure about who took the deal. I don't want this case unraveling because we overlooked something. It's not him. Please no backseating. I've never played this game before. Sorry, but yeah, I've never played this game before. I'm going in pretty much blind from here on out. No worries. I don't want this case unraveling because we overlooked something. If we made a mistake and screwed the case up, no one will know the truth about these simulacra, and I'll go back to being treated like a fool. I'll keep on talking to them. And get back to work. 2 more left to talk to. I'll be in touch. I hope I don't see anything strange again. Yeah, fucking hopefully. What are you talking about? Your vision of Maya. I forgot to ask you. What did you see? Several things. I saw her turning around to greet me. It could be a psychic transmaterial interference, the defense mechanism of a soul who's died an unhappy death. It could be a warning or a cry for help. Of course, the layperson will call it being haunted. So Maya's trying to communicate? ... question mark? No way of knowing for sure, but that's my working theory. Anyway, these visions are mostly harmless. Thanks for the report. Mostly. ... question mark. We'll never find out what happened to those who went missing or died after experiencing these things, but don't worry. You're under my watch. I won't let anything happen to you. Maybe once we solve this, we'll figure out your strange experience, too. Okay. Confront Mina. Let's confront Mina. I have to ask you about this. Why are you triggering me with this? What the heck? I didn't know they did such a big report. Your story about Erica was a lie. No, the story is real. It's just someone else's. Pop. Okay, I didn't know her personally. But it really did affect me, okay? I witnessed someone dying. Why did you make it your story? I'm sorry, okay? I had to. People don't want to listen to your music. I can't read. People don't want to just listen to your music the way they want the whole package. The way you look and act has to match. Okay, sorry, that was a weird sentence. So it's just branding. Yes, that's what Maya used to say too, branding. You totally don't get it. People think it's so easy to get discovered, but like there's so many musicians out there. To be authentic, you have to change your reality a little. I couldn't reach people with my music before, but now everyone's listening to me. I just want people to listen to me. How did that work out for you? It worked for a while, but people got tired of it. But like they wanted more at the same time. I went too far, okay? I admit it. It's just people like the rockstar Mina much more than the real me. When the criticism started, I exaggerated even more cause I just wanted everyone to stop and I didn't know what to do. Was Maya there to help you at all? Your audience love you more when you're forward with them? Yeah. Agreed. She encouraged me to do it. She told me that she would find a way to make the criticism stop, but then she went pretty much AWOL. When the deal thingy came up, I was already uncomfortable, even thinking of taking another easy way out. Plus the sacrifice thing was totally weird, so I ignored it. Rex says you did it. Is Rex saying all of this? Have you been talking to him? Is that why you're asking all these weird questions? What else did he say about me? Rex told me about all your lies. What does that mean? I need to hydrate real quick. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I don't trust Rex, but I don't trust any of these assholes. Screwing people over? He takes advantage of people all the time and chooses victims who can't fight back. You know why he's always talking about haters and stuff? Because so many people are mad at him. Like, he just talks big but doesn't live up to his promises. But he's so good at shutting people down, and that's why that's what he's doing to me right now. Was Maya mad at him too? Yes, kinda. I know she was like so over trying to defend him all the time. You know, he was talking about leaving town right after Maya died. Like, who thinks that unless they're hiding something? And what was Arya like? We were just following her orders that night. Like, not calling the cops because no one would believe us. It's like she knew what to do. She knew exactly what to do. Maybe she did know about the Ripple Man? Oh my god, I'm so confused right now. And I'm like the real idiot for going along with Arya and Rex. They're the worst. Of course one of them would have done this to poor Maya, maybe even together. Why would Arya take the deal? I know she's been losing jobs. I didn't dare ask her about it. She gets really defensive sometimes, you know? But anyway, she was out of cash and pretty desperate for work. Why was she losing jobs? Oh, 'cause like people found out she was faking stuff on her Chimera, and her clients were super not happy about that. After we got the deal thingy, she started getting all the big brands on her side, like even a modeling gig. No one wanted to give her work, and suddenly she's hot stuff again. Uh, you think she'd sacrifice Maya just for that? Maybe, I don't know. I've always been a bit scared of Arya. She's really smart, and that's why she's super good at manipulating people. I think Maya finally saw through that, and Arya felt threatened. Could Rex have taken the deal instead? Hold on one second. Sorry, I had to cough. Also, an ad is starting in about a minute, just so you know. Oh my god, my voice. Okay. Oh, Rosie, thank you for the head pats, friend. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, we're playing a spooky game today, so make sure you check out the trigger warning, please. Like, nothing bad sticks to him now. So many people have tried to complain about his weird business. Maya said she was sick of hearing him rant about that, but now it's like all those complaints went away. Only the Ripple Man can make that happen? Much as sick? Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. I hope not, though. Rex thinks everything's one big game, and he just plays people. He sees people like they're his pawns or something. Pawns. I think you're right. Yeah, welcome on in, Rosie. Sick buddies. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick. I'm sorry to hear that. OMG, I'm right? I knew he was that selfish. I can't believe he gave up Maya's life for more followers. I'll look into it. Oh fuck, here we go again. Oh shit. Oh, we're calling someone. We sick again, boys. Can I skip the sick and go right to the buddies? Yeah. Rex, what do you... Hello, motherfucker.
Jeez, what now? I swear to God, I'm gonna find out what you look like, and if I ever see your face in person...
Do you want to see my face now?
What the Very funny. You almost sounded like Maya.
Do you want to see it? My face!
Jesus.
Oh shit. Who was that? That wasn't Maya. Spooky. I'll probably be lurking. Need to make soup. No worries, Rosie. Oh shit. Oh shit, oh fug. That's creepy. I need to check Instagram though. Yeah, enjoy your soup, Rosie. Oh, we should see the new videos. This one.
Oh,
Oh, this is after she died.
oh my god. Oh, Maya. Is she breathing?
Don't.
Mina, check her pulse.
Just...
We need to call the cops. Tell them what? That Maya was torn up by some evil monster thing. What demon? I don't know.
Mass hysteria. This is like gas leak. This is a gas leak. Yeah.
Rex, just stop, okay? It's bad enough as it is. Just shut up, Rex. Shut up. What do we do now? Okay, we can't just stay here and not do anything, okay? We have to just figure this out and just keep calm and yes.
Yeah. We gotta run. We have to run. We have to get one-way tickets. We have to get out of here.
What? No, what's wrong with you? We have to figure this out, okay? Okay, somehow we have to figure this out. Maya was telling the truth. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's just calm down. Work this out together. Calm down. She was right. She was right. It's not gonna stop. And that means that one of us made the deal.
Uh-oh. Who did it? What's this? Hello.
I'm recording this as proof.
You take a sip.
I've been hearing it for weeks, every night.
I think it's pretty sus how Arya was calm during that. Yeah.
You hear that, right?
And what's his ass?
I'm
Yeah,
not
Rex.
crazy!
I do not like Rex.
Stop. Make it stop.
Mm.
Get away from me!
Mood. Ooh, scan. One more video. Yoga? Hmm. Stick bug. um,
I feel so naive. I didn't think Rex would go this far, but I'm not really
get stick
surprised.
bugged.
He's always bragging about how he's smarter than everyone else. He thinks it's okay to just mess up people's lives just because he knows how to get away with it. Not this time. We're gonna get him. That loudmouth isn't talking his way out of this.
Some ring with the side of the grudge. Real. Yeah, I got a message this guy apparently. Sounds like a scam. Horror movies? Yeah. This was a waste of time. Oh, I got blocked. Owl out. Oh, okay. Okay, buddy. We're all caught up there. What's going on in here? Aria's ties to a fashion brand. We don't have that yet. Requires Erica's full name. Think we have that. No? Hmm. Oop. Let's go in here. Oh god, what's going on? What's going on here? This fucking guy. Oh god. Wow. Wow. Thank you for the wow, Dano. New song downloaded. Okay. Excuse me. The higher-ups agreed to a small field team to apprehend the culprit. They'll do whatever it takes to prevent the Rippleman's influence from spreading. What's your progress report? Everyone's pointing fingers at each other. This is turning out to be quite messy. Any theories as to who's our perp? I feel like we're missing something big. Are you getting this from those kids? They covered up Maya's death and conspired with an evil entity. That's the long and short of it. The only thing we're missing is our last suspect's statement. I still think we're getting it wrong. If you keep listening to these fakers, you're going to jeopardize our case. Get back on track. That's an order. This team they gave me? If we screw up this case, they'll be taking me in instead. And if they dig deeper and detain you too, there'll be no one left to pursue these simulacra. I'm only interested in the truth. Then be prepared, because the truth is often ugly and uncomfortable. One more to go. Wrap it up and let me know.
I thought I'd seen it all in my 35 years on the force, but this really takes the cake. We're living in a different world now, and it's more dangerous than you realize. We're not alone, and we're not at the top of the food chain anymore. I won't sugarcoat it. People are gonna doubt you, call you a phony. But this story needs to get out. It needs to.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta check Instagram. What's with the like 5? There's so many notifications here. Okay. Find out if Arya could have taken the deal. Okay. Hold on. I did this the last time before my computer ate my save, and I don't remember what to do. Something on social media. Okay. Here she is. Hmm. I like how the detective uses the voice chat function. Yeah, he's a weird guy. Oh. Arya announces her partnership with the Allurin brand, but commenters are pointing out some discrepancies in this announcement. Right. Maya sees Arya as her inspiration to stay strong in tough times. Okay. Beep boop beep boop. Oh, maybe we gotta check Jabber. Jabber, I hardly know her. I don't know. Right, email about a fashion brand. What? Hold on. What's this? Arya's ties to a fashion brand. Let's go. Excuse me. Oh yeah, she got denied. And then they were like, hey, you gotta take this down. And she's like, no.
Look, we're running out of time here, so we gotta wrap this up fast.
Oh,
Arya looks like a nice enough girl, but my
good.
gut tells me she's got a lot more insecurities than she's letting on. From experience, someone like that is gonna do whatever they can for validation, even if they have to fake it. I think you should push her buttons on this. See if she's really as genuinely confident as she seems.
I love pushing buttons. Beep boop, beep boop. It's a browser. Pretty sure we gotta do this. In here. Holds up a shiny red button. Boop, 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 boop. Call now. Yeah, I'm calling.
Welcome to the Alluring Hotline. Be true, be you, be alluring. Press 1 to ask about our exclusive deals. Press 2 to ask about our brand new loyalty program. Press 3 to ask about our Muse program. If you wish to return to the main menu at any time, please to follow up on your application as our Muse, please press 1. If you want to apply as want to be our Muse? Are you enough to be a part of us? Hunt us down at our pop-up stores and get your applications filled. If you have already applied and want to get in touch with your talent liaison, please dial the 4-digit extension number after the beep.
I don't remember the 4-digit number. Been in here? 8714. I'm writing that down. Oh, let's call back.
Welcome to the Allurin
Hello.
Hotline. Be true, be you, be black, bold, and ballsy.
Wrong
A strong
number.
signature.
Wrong number. I don't remember what extension it is.
Welcome to the Allurin Hotline. Be true, be you, be alluring. Press 1 to ask about our exclusive deals. Press 2 to ask about our brand new loyalty program. Press 3 to ask about our Muse program. To follow up on your application as our Muse, please press 1. Want to be our Muse? Are you enough to be a part of us?
No.
Hunt us down at our pop-up stores and get your applications filled. If you have already applied and want to get in touch with your talent liaison, please dial the 4-digit extension number after the beep. Thank you. Your liaison is Rachel.
Rachel.
However, your call cannot be connected as she's not at her desk at this moment. She is informed of your call and will get back to you as soon as possible. Have a nice day.
Bug. Okay, well, what am I supposed to do next then? Oh, she texted me. Hello. This is Rachel Hay from Allurin. Be true, be you, be alluring. Who is this? I'd like to follow up my application.
Hannibal busted through.
Hi, Tech. Welcome on in, friend. It's good to see you. Hope you're having a good day today. Alright, honey. I don't see your number here. Did I miss you out? Sorry, I can be a klutz sometimes. If you have my extension, it means you probably applied. Who is this again? Yeah, good timing. Yeah, we're shaking it up. Not looking forward to work? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Tech. I believe in you, friend. Yeah, I hope 3 people came in 10 minutes before close and blasted us with orders. I'm so sorry. I hate customers. No. I'm sorry to hear that. That shit sucks. If it were up to me, I'd take the free publicity at any day, but my boss has a point. Too many people pretend to be our muses. It's not that special, if you know what I mean. I was going to call you about it, but since we're here, we can settle things now. Any feedback for me? Well, I'm just a liaison, so it's just my opinion. My boss thinks that you're too aggressive. Personally, I think it's a bunch of bull, but I can't do much. I'm just a messenger. Regardless of how you feel, though. I need that video taken down in a week's time, if possible. I'll take it down soon. Fantastic. I'm so happy we can all have a mature understanding. I can do something for you. PR was gonna push this out, but I'm giving you a heads up. Ah, yeah, here we are. I remember this. Cool. Did the game just save? Oh yeah, now we gotta confront her. I have to ask you about this. We got soup. Oh, hell yeah. I wish I had soup. What kind of soup you got? Excuse me. I faked my brand sponsorship. What do you have against me? You're just as bad as those so-called fans who just follow me to troll and put me down. Chicken noodle. Ooh, nice. Chocolate. No, chocolate soup. What else are you lying about? I'm not lying now. I needed that Allurin deal to boost my ratings, okay? Should I add sugar? No. Don't do it. You have to show that you're successful to get jobs, and perception trumps realness every time. Plus, Allurin's a big company. I didn't think they'd bother checking someone like me. Allurin didn't make it a big deal. I never had this conversation with Rachel. It's you. You impersonated me? Incredible. You're blasting me. Oh my god. What?
Just
I'm
another
busy.
day in Merlo's life.
I'm busy.
Stick me with these idiots, I swear. You, of all people, you've been doing this too long. What, just because I take the weirdo cases, everybody's gonna work against me? Stick me with the losers? Oh, come on, not another one. Maybe if I... Nah. Huh?
Goodbye. I never needed the Ripple Man steal. You're a fighter when things get hard. I don't appreciate you digging into my personal life, but if it helps me make my case, go right ahead. Will you believe me now? I didn't take the Ripple Man steal. I didn't kill Maya. I would never want anything bad to happen to her. Maya cares for you too. It wasn't supposed to be this way. How did we get to this? Maya was freaking out. She was trying to warn us. It's like she knew something was up. And you guys turned against her. How dare you? You weren't there. Do you realize how dumb it is to be scared by a frickin' online service? I'm such a mess right now. Then show me you're a fighter. I'm done screwing around back and forth. Rex and Mina have reasons to take that deal. If this influencer thing doesn't work out for me, I still have options. For them, this is all they have. Why would Mina take the deal? Why wouldn't she? She's been fabricating personal tragedies to prop up her image. Doesn't that disgust you? Her fans are not idiots. They see right through it. I don't think they can take her suffering anymore. Her story was bullshit. There you have it. You figured it out. She turned someone else's tragedy into a brand. How despicable is that? Could Rex have taken the deal instead? Rex thinks he's a born showman. If he's such a good businessman, why scam people on Chimera? I'm scared of many online services. True. Me too. That little stunt is killing his image. I bet he'll do anything to fix it. You mean his pyramid scheme? Yes. He's a straight-up criminal. His real name is Reginald Herbert Keegan. Look it up. He's a known fraud with pending lawsuits. Of course he would take the deal. Why would he sacrifice Maya then? Why wouldn't he? He couldn't stand depending on her. He just needed her goody two-shoes image to give him more credibility. That's all he thought of her. Your story checks out. There you go. How convenient that this deal gets rid of both his angry followers and Maya. Then go get that SOB. I'll see to it. Game saved. Hold on, I need to check Instagram. I'm busy. Nothing exciting. Anything here? No. Okay, we have to investigate who's most likely to take the deal, and Rex is messaging us. Oh. Sorry, gotta adjust in my chair. So what's the story? Don't tell me you fell for Mina's crying or anything. Man, I need answers. You gonna bust this Ripple whatever or what? Looks like I need answers from you. God, this again? Why are you making me out to be the bad guy? Those two sold me out, huh? Screw this. Oh, we arguing. Just admit it already. I need water. What do you want for dinner? I need to look at Instagram. I'm busy. Real. What do you mean? What are you gonna do, Rex? Realizing my full potential. That bargain's all I got now. I just took the deal. Oh, fug. Just? OMG, he's found a way to make things worse. I'm gonna stay in one piece no matter what it takes. Middle finger emoji. Wait. Oh, don't do it. Goodbye. What was he talking about? Is the Ripple Man going to get us? He's probably just conning again. We need to stop him. I'll figure it out. I'm debating on taking a break now, because the game just saved. I think I will. Yeah, let's take a break. Let's take a break. Break time, break time. Sorry if the music jump scared you. I just need to turn this down for myself. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go take a break, play some words on stream, and I'll see y'all in a bit here. So take care, everyone. Have an awesome break. I'll see you soon. BRB. I love you too, wife. And hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for sticking around during the break. I really appreciate it. Hi, Dano. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, I hope everyone had a good break. I hope you got a yummy snack, got a drink, and you're all cozy and ready for the spooky game. Yeah. I'm feeling a little bit better. I don't know how much longer I'll go for though, because my head is kind of starting to hurt. But yeah, we're gonna get back into it. Let's go. Let me pause the tunes real quick. Oh, they no pause. There we go. Okay, that's good. Continue. Excuse me. Yeah, I think. Oh, thank you for the head pats, Rosie. Welcome back, friend. Very good to see you. Also, I should do something real quick. Ew. I did something. Okay. Instruct Murillo and his strike team to capture Rex. That's what we're doing. I think we listened to this.
Look, we're running out of time.
Yeah, we did. Send the team for Rex. By God, you solved it? Are you sure you're right? No room for mistakes here. I'm not sure. Rex made the deal. Well, he did make the deal. He said he did, but I don't trust these fucking guys. Amazing work. I can take over from here. I'm prepping the team. Are you still on the line with them? The phone is acting up. Is it broken? That phone is the key to everything. Don't break it. Now please get me up to speed. I need to know what to expect when we bust down that door. I can't do anything. Oh. Oh shit. Oh fug. I'm breaking the phone. My fingy's so strong. Oh. Hello?
Come on.
Fight me, bro.
Come on.
This is from the perspective of the Ripple Man. Oh god. Is that it? Was that the end? I got an achievement that said it revealed the culprit. What's going on? This is what I see when I rub my eyes too hard.
Finally, make some noise.
What's happening?
You are talking to us.
See?
Witness our glory. We are Rippleman.
No more losing, only growing.
What do you want?
We want the best. Those with
Leverage to sway others.
Let me turn the game down for you guys a little bit. Seems a little loud. Like Maya?
our first client.
Tried ending us. We ended her.
Maya took the deal too.
Ding, ding, ding.
Affirmative. I lost an opportunity.
Why are you doing this?
We reclaim the lives people waste on illusions. Rex requested this merger. We honor our contracts. The detective man, he caused your error.
We can make it right.
You're offering me a deal.
A deal
For all my
others. Take it or leave it. We offer an opportunity
to alter
perception through the ripple effect. Minimal action for maximum impact.
See? You decide the truth.
I can barely fucking read this shit. I think I'm in a different dimension. Sorry, this is really hard to read. I don't know what I'm saying. Doop. I can read that. Doop. Okay. Okay. We made a mistake or we were right. I honestly don't know. I think we were right. I have no idea. It was a team effort. Okay. Okay. Doop. Doop 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 doop. Oh.
The great detective Murillo.
Hide the truth from Murillo. Oh, so I was wrong.
So persistent. Serving yourself first.
At the expense of others.
What have I done?
Like anyone
I don't know what I did. I couldn't read it.
You forged your reality in your own image.
to serve the malleable flow of reality. An exemplar host for us.
I don't want to be the host.
But you already are. By reshaping the truth, you strengthened your tether to us.
That old fool mistakenly thinks he has solved this. You have emerged a hero. But this is a temporary state. Make it permanent with our deal.
No thanks.
So, you wish your lies to resurface? We will crumble the detective's resolve. Your own suffering will lead you back
To us. And we will be here, waiting.
Okay. What happened?
We screwed this up, poor bastard. We barely got to him. Saw his face wide open and then bam, he's gone. With that thing controlling him, he's even more of a bugger to catch. And who knows what it's up to now that it's out in the world.
Bad ending. Damn. I'm gonna get this is the bad ending, isn't it? Oh?
You wanna know how I really feel? I feel absolutely fantastic. Because I'm still here. Alive. I thought I've been through a lot in my life. But there is always something worse, isn't there?
Ad about to start, just so y'all know.
It never ends. There's always someone out there to get you down and to just step all over you. But I never expected it to be this crazy. Would you have expected it? Huh? A face-tearing monster? Face-tearing monster. But at least now I can say that I can take whatever life throws at me, right? It's just not right. It isn't right. Nobody should ever have to die like that.
Yeah.
But you know what the lesson is? If you're weak, you get killed. They gave up and they gave in too easily because it was the easiest thing to do. But I am still here because I kept doing what I do best, which is to stay focused and to stay ahead. And no, I'm not gonna feel guilty. I'm not gonna apologize for being tough because this is what I'm here for. I'm gonna go for my dreams and I'm gonna continue to go for my dreams, no matter what it takes.
Okay.
I'm not sure what else to say. Like, I'm glad I escaped the Ripple Man, but the others? I can't believe it. I just totally locked out. But that means perception is everything, right? I mean, the Ripple Man was whoever we...
Sorry, this is so quiet.
Was the Ripple Man.
Let me turn it up a bit.
Like, people keep saying you should just be yourself. But what if you can't really be yourself because you can't fit in anywhere and nobody really likes the real you? Everyone's just pretending to be a version of themselves, and that's what Maya was always saying. I mean, no one liked me or my music before I got this whole makeover. And my fans really connect to me because of it. And I really don't want to go back to just being a nobody again. Maya helped me so much. I don't want to throw all that hard work away, you know? And the stage version of myself is still a part of me. So I'm still kind of like being myself, right? It's all still real, right?
Well, that's the end. Bad ending? I think so. Hold on, I got a Steam achievement, but I didn't see what it was. Yeah, we finished the game! Also, Rosie, you're a VIP now. Hee-hoo. Hee-hoo. Of course, friend. Or, Rosie, would you like to be a mod? Oh my goodness!
Comes in at the end to give love less than 3 less than 3 less than 3.
Less than 3 less than 3 less than 3. Thank you so much for the resub, Minnie. Oh my goodness, 24 months! That's 2 years! Wow! Thank you so much, Minnie. I hope you're having a great day today. Rosie would like to be a mod? Okay. There you go. 2 years! Of course, Rosie, I got you. And yeah, thank you so much, Minnie. Thank you, thank you. I hope you're having a great day. I can't skip the credits. That's fine, I'll just wait them out. Dark and ominous credits. Yeah, thank you all for joining me. I had fun with this game, even though we got the bad ending. That's okay though. Maybe I'll replay them in a year or so. I don't know. Says, I've already played Simulacra 1 and Simulacra Pipe Dreams. So, we just beat Simulacra 2. And then we gotta play Simulacra 3, and then that's it. That's all I got so far. Glad you had fun. I was folding laundry, so I missed a little bit, so I hope it was good. It was good, thank you. Yeah, I had a good time. Not sure what to do now. Not sure if I want to play another game, or do some art, or have a shower. Oh! Rex moment? Oh, loud. Oh my god, really loud. Why is this so loud? Wow, look at all these possibilities. That's crazy. Oh my god. How's your head? It's not great. But I do kind of want to keep streaming. Yes. I'm not gonna rate the game, sorry. Maybe another time, but not right now. Fast mode. Swag. Okay, we're gonna quit the game and put some music on. And let me switch over to just chatting for a bit while I decide what to do. I got my hot chockey here. I got some cake. I got my Christmas antlers. Yeah. Having a good time. Yeah, what should I do? What should I do? I think I'm probably gonna end stream, to be honest. Yeah, I should do that. Okay, guess we're going to the ending scene. I lied. Hee-hoo. Yoo-hoo. Okay, we're over here now. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me today. I had a lot of fun. I hope you all did too. We beat Simulacra 2. Heck yeah. So holiday-y. 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 That's hard to say. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. I had a really good time. I hope you did too. Even though we got the bad ending, I still enjoyed that game. And I am going to play the third one eventually. Eventually. Probably in the new year. But yeah, we got another stream on Friday. So I hope you tune in for that one. We'll be doing some art. Next week, I'm not sure what streams are looking like. Because I got some family things going on. Yeah, holidays and all that. But yeah, make sure you are a part of the Discord. And make sure you're part of the Discord. Stay updated on all my stuffs. I also, it's the holidays, and please don't feel obligated to get me anything. But if you wanna, you can. What else? I have a new blog post on my website. You'll find it easily. It's not mobile friendly, unfortunately. So please look at it on a computer. But yeah, it's a really interesting blog post, I think. I've gotten some good feedback on it. I hope you enjoy it. But yeah, I think we're gonna look for someone to raid now. So let's do that. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, let's raid this person. Okay. Thank you for the head pats, Rosie. Alright, gamers. Yeah, we're gonna go say hi to Nanaru. Copy and paste whichever raid message works for you. We're gonna go say hi to Nanaru. They're a team member. Pronouns? She, her. She is a team member. Another furry VTuber. Yeah, we're gonna go say hi. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day today. I'll see y'all on Friday. I couldn't remember what day it was. But yeah, I'll see y'all Friday. Have a wonderful day. Happy holidays. Take care. Bye.